Cristiano Ronaldo currently has 5 Ballon d'Ors that stretch from 2008 to 2017. That is a decade. For a decade, there were years in which Cristiano Ronaldo was handpicked out of thousands of soccer players. They said, "You are the best individual soccer player. You're the one player that deserves this award." They gave it to him 5 times. At that point, you know he's elite. And considering he's still at the same level, he's still playing remotely close to the same level that he's been playing in Real Madrid. It's astronomical. It's incredibly difficult to think about. But Cristiano Ronaldo is a player to me that is way more than just elite. So I gave him a GOAT profile alongside Lionel Messi and Manuel Neuer. How you guys doing? It is July 20th, 2020 out here in this quarantine. And for this episode of The Elite, I'm going to do a GOAT profile on Cristiano Ronaldo, who, if you don't know who Cristiano Ronaldo is, he is a 35-year-old forward from Portugal who currently plays for Juventus, a soccer club in Italy. It's kind of crazy. This dude's whole soccer career kind of reads out like a movie. He's been able to accomplish quite literally everything he possibly could, except for winning a World Cup, but he still won an international trophy with Portugal. But everything else, he's been completely amazing. And just, I don't know. I think just trying to understand Cristiano Ronaldo right now, you have to know the whole story, and to understand where he's at now, it's even more crazy. The fact that he's 35 and he made his debut when he was 17. When he made his debut, he was 17. It's been 18 years since that. He's been playing soccer longer than he hasn't been playing soccer, and he's still he's still arguably the world's best soccer player. And if there was a Ballon d'Or this year, he would have an argument for it. So just to give you a bit of background. So like I said, Cristiano Ronaldo came out of Portugal, born in 1985. He switched programs in Portugal. He was eventually brought up through Sporting CP. And after one game of playing, I think they played Man U. I think the story is they played Man U in a Champions League game. They saw Cristiano once and they immediately knew they needed to sign him. So in 2003, when he was 18 years old, he was signed by Manchester United, and immediately from there he immediately started developing, but he never left Manchester United, being able to get the goals wherever he could. And he was building up in his first elite. I feel like his first elite call up was when he was called up to the World Cup in 2006 in Germany. At 21 years old, he played 6 matches and was able to get a goal, which is still very impressive for how young he is in his career at this point. His first elite full season in the Premier League would come in 2007-2008, where this is the first season he was fully allowed to start every single match. He finished with 31 goals scored on the season. In total, he would go on to score 42 complete goals on the season. And following his 2006-2007, where he shared the team lead in goals with Wayne Rooney, he was able to take the full lead. This is the first time he truly outright led his team in scoring for an entire season, and he had helped Man U win the Premier League for the second year in a row, especially since he's been there every year that he's really been really that main guy, especially alongside Wayne Rooney. That's when Man U definitely steps up and shows that they're the best team. Well, but in addition to that, Cristiano Ronaldo was given the Ballon d'Or in 2008, which is given to the best soccer player, and of course there was no other reason to not give it to him. And that would be the year he was first in the international spotlight. Moving on to the 2008-2009 season, Cristiano Ronaldo in the Premier League would score 18 goals and also add in 5 assists. In total, he'd end up leading Man United with 26 goals in a season where they'd win the Premier League for the 3rd year in a row. They were winners of the EFL, and they'd go on and win the FA Community Shield. And they finish up runners-up in the Champions League, as they were really kind of running through all of soccer. But following that Champions League, Manchester United would have won a Champions League after that, but that was the league in which they were really, really, really at the top. And following that season, following the 2009 season, his second season in Manchester United, after winning the Premier League 3 times, after winning the Champions League in his second year, and winning the Community Shield twice, I mean, he decided he was going to go to Real Madrid, and Real Madrid signed this kid who had already made himself into the best player in the world already in Manchester. And of course, he was battling with Lionel Messi, who at this time was already kind of racking up who at this moment was definitely racking up all of the Ballon d'Ors. But Cristiano Ronaldo was showing that he was definitely right there at the door. In his 2009-2010 season, in La Liga at least, Cristiano Ronaldo would score 26 goals in his 29 La Liga matches with nine assists on the season. That season, Real Madrid would finish second in La Liga to Barca. They would end up finishing in the round of 16 in Champions League, and Higuain was the leading scorer for the 2009-2010 team, naturally. And then following that year in the South Africa World Cup, Cristiano Ronaldo with Portugal, he would play 4 matches where he would add a goal and an assist. So including if you combining those two for that season, the offseason, you combine for 27 goals and 10 assists for that season. This would lead into the 2010-2011 season, coming off of the World Cup, where Messi was having his amazing season. Cristiano Ronaldo in 2011 was a part of the Real Madrid team that still finished second once again in La Liga. But they did win the Copa del Rey that year, as he led the team in scoring with 40 total goals on the season. Yeah, as he was just showing out to be one of the best young players in all of soccer. He also added 13 goals to that effort, and in Champions League he was able to add 6 goals and 4 assists, as they were able to get really, really close, but they weren't close enough. They finished in the semifinals. But they knew that they were definitely giving FC Barcelona a run for their money. And with Cristiano Ronaldo there, it was a matter of time before they started knocking at the door. In 2011, 2012, Real Madrid won La Liga. Cristiano Ronaldo would play 38 matches in La Liga, finishing with 46 goals and 11 assists. He would score 1.23 goals per game from the season. It'd be the third season he really kind of did such, and he really started to make a habit out of it, as he led Real Madrid in scoring, as he scored 46 combined goals to help them secure that first spot in La Liga as they finished in the semifinals of the Champions League. But yeah, this is what Cristiano Ronaldo was doing all this season. Moving into 2012-2013, in the 34 La Liga matches that he played in, Cristiano Ronaldo would score 10 goals and add 10 assists, while scoring 7 goals and having 1 assist in 7 Champions League matches in a season where they finished in the semifinals of Champions League after finishing second in La Liga, but they were able to win the Supercopa de España. Cristiano Ronaldo was able to lead the team in scoring once again with 34 total goals on the season. But at this point, FC Barcelona was definitely reigning supreme, and this was when they were really inflicting most of their damage. But Cristiano Ronaldo was definitely making sure that he was doing his bit to help keep Real Madrid at least in the conversation at that point. Moving on to his 2013-14 season, he helped Real Madrid finish third in La Liga, as they ended up winning the Copa del Rey, and they won the Champions League. Cristiano Ronaldo would lead the team in scoring with 31 total goals on the season. I mean, and he was just sent to really, really play that season. In 2013, Cristiano Ronaldo would win the Ballon d'Or for the second time in his career, and at this point, he'd be recognized not only as the best player in the world, he'll be recognized on 2 separate occasions, showing that the first time that he did it in Man U, it wasn't just a fluke. He wasn't just some kid that flamed out. This dude is Lionel Messi's age, competing in Lionel Messi's prime, and he's giving him a legit run for it. And this year, that was when Real Madrid was on their way to. This is when Real Madrid they were definitely on their way up from where they were. This year, like I said, Cristiano Ronaldo following this year, he would go on to the World Cup in Brazil, chip in a goal and assist as he was knocked out in group stage. But this year in Champions League, he would go on and score 17 goals in 11 matches played in Champions League this year. This year, Cristiano Ronaldo would. I don't even know if anyone has even beaten or come close to that record, but 17 goals in 11 games in Champions League is an insane amount of goals to score in that amount of time. And in 2014, and following that, like I said, they would go on to finish second in La Liga and finish in the semifinals as Cristiano Ronaldo finished with 48 goals in that season, in the 2014-15 season where Barca completed the treble. But Cristiano was still able to score 48 goals and have 16 assists in 35 La Liga matches, including the 10 goals in 12 matches played in the Champions League. He finished with 61 goals. He finished averaging 1.39 goals and 0.46 assists, combining for a total 1.85 goals added to his team's performance per game from Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo would go on to win the Ballon d'Or in 2014, especially following the unheard of UEFA Champions League run that he had, and how Real Madrid was still basically a team to be feared. And this is when they hadn't even won. This is right before they'd won their 3 Champions Leagues in a row. But up until this point, right before 2015-16, Cristiano Ronaldo, at 30 years old, was already sitting on 3 Ballon d'Ors at this point. He had a Champions League at Manchester United and a Champions League at Real Madrid. He'd won La Liga actually, and he'd won the Champions League, or he won Premier League, so what else is there for him to win? But of course, he would go out and prove everyone wrong and somehow win a lot more, and then insert himself into that conversation with Lionel Messi as the greatest player in all of soccer. Moving on to the 2015-16 season, Real Madrid would finish second in La Liga yet again. And then they would go on to win Champions League, by the way, with Cristiano Ronaldo leading the way with 35 total goals on the season. In this season, he would go on to put 35 goals on 11 assists in 36 matches played. In Champions League, he would go on to score 16 goals in 12 matches with four assists involved as well. All combined in the 64 matches he played, he put in 62 goals and 17 assists. 9 of his goals coming off penalties. He would finish with 0.99 goals per 90 minutes, and he finished with assisting 0.31 assists per game, adding 1.3 goals per game to his team's performance. I'm saying that's what Cristiano Ronaldo. That was 1.3 goals of production with Cristiano Ronaldo that season. That season, he would go on to be named. He would be given the Ballon d'Or for the 4th time, especially in 2016 as it transitions into the next season, where Real Madrid would once again win the Champions League for the 3rd year in a row. But they would go on to finish first in La Liga in 2016-2017. Cristiano Ronaldo that season would finish with 25 goals in the 25 La Liga games, 12 goals in 13 Champions Leagues. He finished with 41 goals in 49 matches, 0.88 goals per 90 minutes, 0.21 assists per 90 minutes. And like I said, Real Madrid was on their way to win Champions League. This is when they won it the 2nd year in a row. For Cristiano Ronaldo's 3rd time in 4 years, and they won the UEFA Super Cup. And Cristiano would lead Real Madrid in scoring. Man, just doing what he was doing. And he was just racking up the accolades at that point. And in 2017, like I said, he was given his 5th Ballon d'Or to complete his hands in his final season in Real Madrid, where he would go on to score 26 goals and 5 assists in his 27 matches played in the La Liga. He would go on to score 15 goals and have 3 assists in 13 Champions League matches played. In the World Cup, and even in the World Cup against Portugal, he would go on to score 4 goals in the 4 matches he played for Portugal. For the season, he would finish with 47 goals and 9 assists in 48 matches played, combining for 1.22 goals of production added per 90 minutes, especially when Cristiano Ronaldo is on your team. That season, Real Madrid would finish 3rd in La Liga, but they would win the Champions League for the 3rd time in a row. And Cristiano Ronaldo, for the eighth time, would lead Real Madrid in scoring and he was there for 9 seasons. He'll lead them in scoring the final 8 years he was there. And just looking back on his resume while in Real Madrid, they've won La Liga twice. They've won the Copa de España twice. They've won the Champions League 4 times while he was the leading scorer. I mean, he scored an incredible amount of goals, and even in his last Champions League appearance, he scored 15 goals and had 3 assists, like 18 combined goals responsible for in 13 matches played. So, I mean, this is what makes Cristiano Ronaldo, that's what makes the legend of Cristiano Ronaldo unreal. And even after this, after winning 4 of the last 5 Champions Leagues, Cristiano Ronaldo decided, I'm just going to switch it up. I'm going to go to Juventus, go to the Italian league, and then he signed with Juventus. And in his first season in Juventus, he helped them secure their 8th consecutive Serie A championship, as they did finish as the champions of the Supercoppa Italiana, and they did get knocked off in the Champions League quarterfinal. Cristiano that year, it took him a second to get adjusted to the Serie A, but he still finished his 31 games with 21 goals and 8 assists. For all contests that year, he finished with 33 goals and 10 assists in 48 matches played. If you combine the goals and assists per 90 minutes, it adds up to .97 goals responsible for per 90. That's the first time in his career since he was first really starting at Man U that he didn't have an assist goal ratio per 90 like that. But of course, that was his very first season, and he still went on to help Juventus win they won the title, they won the Serie A championship, and they went on to win the Supercoppa. A title they were runners-up in the 2 years before, but Cristiano Ronaldo would go on to lead the team in goals overall the first year he was there. He had done that in 3 different leagues in 3 different countries until he got there. So, I mean, if that's not accomplished, I don't know what else to say. And then fast forward to where we are right now in the quarantine. At the moment right now, Juventus has 77 points in 33 matches played. It looks as though, because they're 5 points ahead of Inter Milan with 1 less match played, I assume that they're going to win Serie A this year, and Cristiano Ronaldo will lead them to their 2nd Serie A. I have no idea what's going to happen with them in Champions League this year. As long as they're still in it, they're still contenders. But with that said, I mean, there's not much more I could say about him. If you're talking about this year, looking at Cristiano Ronaldo, what he's doing. In the 29 matches he's played, at 35 years old, he's 35 right now, he scored 28 goals and added 5 assists in his 29 Serie A matches. In the Champions League, he scored 2 goals on 7 matches. He scored no goals in his 1 Supercoppa Italiana match. He scored 2 goals in his Coppa Italia match. In the Euro qualifiers, he scored 11 goals in 8 matches. Combined in his 49 total matches played in this scheduled sports season, he has 43 goals and 5 assists. He's averaging .98 goals per 90 minutes, .18 assists per 90 minutes, combining for 1.15 at least goals responsible for per 90 minutes, which shows you how amazing of an impact Cristiano Ronaldo is. He literally adds 1 goal to your team. Like, he's responsible for 1 goal every single game he plays, and he's been able to do so ever since he was in the Premier League. I imagine he was doing that in the Portuguese league as well. But Cristiano Ronaldo is a player that, looking at him now, he's 35, he's in the best shape of his life, still competing for the Ballon d'Or with numbers like this. I mean, looking back on what he has, he's been named the Ballon d'Or 5 times. If he had a ring for each Ballon d'Or, he'd be able to complete his entire hand out of the amount of times that he was selected as the number 1 best player out of the thousands and millions of soccer players in the world. Then he was named the Footballer of the Year 10 times from Portugal. He won the Euro Championship at Portugal. That was the one international trophy he won. He won the championship 4 times. He won it once with Man U. He won it 5 times at Real Madrid. He was able to win the Premier League 3 times with Man U. They won the FA Cup at Man U while he was there. They were able to win the English League twice while he was there. They were the Spanish champions. They won La Liga twice while Cristiano Ronaldo was there. They won the Spanish Cup twice. They won the Spanish Super Cup twice. And in Italy, they've won the Italian Cup once. And I would assume they will have won it twice when it's all said and done. He's won the FIFA World Cup 4 times. He's won the UEFA Nations League title once. He's won the Portuguese Super Cup once, the English Super Cup 3 times. I mean, he's been named. Even in his Ballon d'Or seasons were impressive in itself. I mean, the fact that he won 1 in Man U and then 5 years later won 4 in 5 years at Real Madrid should say a lot for how dominant Cristiano Ronaldo is. With that said, I really appreciate you for listening to all 21 minutes of this. You ever get a chance, peep my boy. He's currently wearing number 7 for Juventus, and he also wears number 7 for Portugal when he decides to lace up for international events. Right now, I like a situation in Juventus. Juventus just won the Serie A in back-to-back. Or it looks as though they're going to win the Serie A in back-to-back seasons while Cristiano's there. Cristiano seems to be in amazing shape. And if you're asking me for this upcoming season, do I expect him to be elite? Of course, I expect him to be elite. At 35 years old, he's still responsible for over 1 goal a game in all of his matches that he plays in. So, yes, of course, there's not much more to say. Of course, Cristiano's elite. And more beyond that, because he has multiple Champions League titles as the leading scorer on different teams in different countries, there's more that can come from that. But to me, Cristiano Ronaldo is the best soccer player that I've seen in my life. I think Lionel Messi may have an argument for better, but I think I like watching Cristiano more. Cristiano Ronaldo is my favorite soccer player to watch. It's rare to see someone to accomplish as much as he has. You like to hope that a lot of the young players coming up can accomplish as much as, let's say, a Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo, but you have to realize the level of difficulty it takes to pull off like these dynasties of Champions Leagues. They're incredibly hard to come by, and Cristiano Ronaldo was the leading scorer on most of those teams, and he had created rivalries along the way. He created storylines, but at the end of the day, he won way more games than he should have won, given some of the teams that he was on, especially with Portugal, especially with Real Madrid, compared to FC Barcelona. But with all that said and done, I really appreciate it. Like I said, I've said my piece. Cristiano Ronaldo is a GOAT level soccer player, and he deserves to be in the same category as Manuel Neuer and Lionel Messi to me. And with that said, thanks for hearing me out. Peace out.